Peace, 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 family. What's really good? Oh man, we're here, live and direct again. What you saying, family? Notification gang, hit it up, hit it up, hit it up, hit it up. Let me know that you're liking this so far, and hit me up in the comment section, man. I love seeing the firsts and the seconds, and then everybody else just chiming in. So you know what, yeah, I'm out here, it's raining, and I'm just thinking to myself, I got some free time to talk whilst the rain goes down. You know the way it's there. I got some free time to talk while the rain goes down. So what's good, man? Yeah, Kalim al-Haq, peace to you. Assalamu alaikum to Saul, Muhammad Noor as well. So peace, peace, peace to the family. What's good? Hotep, Hotep, Hotep as well. We're in here, gang, 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 gang. I'm loving it. Hi, from Glasgow. Whoo, I love that. I love seeing people from all around the country, national and worldwide as well. So if you want to hit me up and let me know where you're at. I know that Morocco is in here, Glasgow is in here, the US is in here, Harlem is in here as well. So, everybody's in, man. Everybody's tuned in. That's good, man. That's good to see. Birmingham as well, Blackburn. Wow. Wow. All right, let me know, man. Holler at me, man. Holler at me to come into your city, man. I love Birmingham. So if you're in Birmingham, man, like Kalim al-Haq, man, like Nat, let me know, G. You get me? Holler at me. Let me come true. Daniel Patterson as well was good. So yeah, man, I'm out here. I was actually just watching again. I just watched some videos. Like, so I might as well just do some commentary. You know the way it's there. Like, I'm just here doing some commentary. So yeah. Let's see. Peace from India as well. Yeah, Birmingham. Umar Mohammed says, yeah, we know you love Birmingham. All right, yeah, man. Birmingham is sweet, man. It's sweet. Trust me. Like, there's all types of people there. Like, my Muslim community there is popping. I meet up with my Hebrew Israelite community as well. Oh, I need to holler at them still. They're up in there, popping it off at the town center, the ball ring as well. Who else is there? Obviously, of course, the Afrocentric community as well. So everybody's there, man. I love Birmingham still. Trust me. So you lot let me know when you want me to come cheer. So, Kalam Thai need to calm down the park. Okay, it's me, fam. You came to my... Oh, yeah, in Aston. Yeah, Mike. Oh, Omar. Hey, my brother. Yeah, with the samosas, yeah? Yeah, man looked after me still. Omar looked after me. What you saying? I'm going to get my money right. Let's go to Saudi, bruv. Let's go to Saudi. Yeah? All right. So I was watching a video because I asked my brother... What I asked my brother Hamza a question. I asked my brother two questions, to be honest with you. Two questions. First question is, what methodology can we use to come to the conclusion of Allah? Okay. And is it a universal method? Can we come to a universal method to come to the conclusion that there is Allah? So just let me know the method. Because for me, methodology is very, very key. Why do I say this? Because if you're a Muslim, for example, I'm not throwing no shots at you and nothing like that. I'm just simply saying, like, if you've got this methodology that everybody could come to the conclusion of Allah or of God, or if you're a Christian, everybody could come to the same conclusion, just like the scientific method. Everybody could come to the same conclusion, like 1 + 1 is always 2. Do you know the way it's there? Like, C always follows B. You know the way it's there? Like, if we could all have something like that and we can utilize this method, so, whoever we're speaking to, we can come to the same conclusion that, yeah, there is God, or yeah, there is this phenomenon and so forth. So I just wanted to learn, Hamza's particular method. He talked quite a lot. He talked quite a lot, to be honest with you. And he was just telling, his story, his backlog story, and so forth, and yada, 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 yada. But I was like, okay, so basically, when it all boils down to after your 15 minutes worth of, like, talking, it all boils down to a philosophical argumentation of deduction to say that there is something that is eternal and that caused everything, or the prime mover, basically. It's a philosophical. If you go into the books of Aristotle, you learn about metaphysics. Basically, metaphysics is an argumentation in metaphysics that there is a prime mover, or first cause, or the uncaused cause, etc., etc., etc. So it's like, all right, cool. I understand that is your methodology, is philosophical. But he wanted to argue and say, no, it's scientific. Okay. I'm never going to argue with you, because I already know that sometimes you have, for me, I don't want to say it, like, sometimes debaters have, like, ego issues at times. I'm not saying he does, I'm just saying sometimes debaters does. So I try to be very humble and just ask, like, okay, cool, is that your answer? All right, cool, let's move on then. I'm not trying to pressure you too hard for you to have to act up in front of the camera. So the first one was the philosophical argument. Second one was you know, you had your own definition of what God was, basically. And then the third was falsification test, which he adopted from Jehovah's Witness, talking about all the different religions and why they're false, basically. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna argue against it. It's like, okay, it's a method. I wonder if it is universal. You know, it can be. You know, it can be. Like I'm a philosopher. I love philosophy. So Aristotle. You know, books like Aristotle, Plato, you know, Rene Descartes, you know, all of those, like Bacon, all of them ones, Francis Bacon, all of them ones, they're like, I love it. I love it. Obviously, Egyptian or Kemetic philosophy as well, African, I love it, you know, Confucianism, like all of that, I love. I read all of those things there. So I understand, and I got you, King, I got you. So I'm not going to argue with that. But earlier on in the conversation, he made a statement about, you know, it is very illogical to ask, where is Allah? Where is God? Like, God does not occupy time and space and so forth and so forth. And I was like, I don't know about that argument, you know, fam. I really don't know about that argument, because personally, if I ask any Muslim, where is Allah? Where is Allah, Muslims? Like, where is Allah? And then Muslims will say, God, Allah is above his throne. Like, okay, cool. Where is his throne? Above the waters. Like, we know there is like a place where it is, you know, the way it's there, like we know there is a space that his throne occupies and where he resides, like over his throne. So I was thinking to myself, like, why are you then stating that where is an illogical question when, like, ask any Muslim, they'll tell you where Allah is. It doesn't make no sense to me. Like, it really did make no sense. And he was just backpedaling and stuff like that. And I was like, but hold on, like, you know, even the Sahabas asked the question of like, where is Allah? Even asked the question, where is Allah, before he even created everything. Like, they asked these questions. So why are you now wanting to tell other people that it is, you know, that they're basically stupid or they're asking something illogical when your Quran speaks of where it is, where Allah is. Your Prophet speaks on where Allah is. You know, even you know, there was even a test, like, you know, there was this test of the slave girl, basically, like whether she is a Muslim or not. Like, oh, am I your prophet? Yes. You know, who is the prophet? It's like, Muhammad is the prophet. Where is Allah? In the heavens. Okay, let's just say above the heavens, just to satisfy some Muslims. You know, so like everybody knows that the where question has been asked. Even Muhammad asked the where question to the slave girl. So why are you even stating to somebody else who may not know, you know, Islam as much? Like, you're trying to tell them that they're asking stupid questions. I was like, fam, like, it doesn't make no sense. No, but you're getting that hadith from Tabari. That's no. Like, fam, like, I don't know what, like that. You know what you're saying? I don't do the Shabir shuffle, bruv. You're doing a shuffle and a half, fam. How you mean? No, Tabari is not a reliable source. Like, really? Like, you know, please, I beg, Muslims, like, you lot shuffle too much here. Okay, let's just burn Tabari. Let's burn his histories. Okay, there's 39 volumes, maybe 40 volumes, but I'm aware of 39. But I think there may be a 40th one, maybe indexes. But the 39 volumes, okay, you might as well burn them, and then you might as well also burn Tabari's tafsirs as well. If nothing in there can be taken, even though it's got an isnad, a chain of narrations where you can check to see where it is. Like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, sometimes, like, you know, but is it a, you know, does the you know, scholars, you know, say that it's a reliable source? Like, does they agree with everything that's in it? Like scholars don't agree that what's ever in Bukhari, they don't agree what's in Muslim, all of the Sahih collection, they don't agree on. So what are you trying to tell me, bruv? Like, you know, when somebody knows a little bit more than you do on a topic, you try your very hardest before even hearing what it is, hearing the source itself. Yeah, you try your very hardest to discredit it. It don't make no sense to me. Yes, Allah doesn't, and I asked the question, like, right, does Allah actually come into his, like, creation at all? Like, you know, like, why would you even say something like that? Like, well, the Quran talks about, you know, him creating, you know, with his own two hands, his own two claw hands, his own two claw hands. Adam from the dust, the clay of the earth. Like, he has hands, you know. This nigga has hands. This nigga actually has hands. This nigga actually has shin that every Muslim will be bowing to, you know, on Judgment Day. He has shin, he has hands, he has fingers, he has a face, he has eyes, he has ears. Bruv, the nigga has an anus, bruv, yeah, that he's going to be sitting down on his throne. No, he's not sitting on his throne. He's hovering above his throne. So what's the point of a throne, bruv, if you're not going to sit down on it? Don't make no sense to me. But anyways, I digress. The nigga talks, bruv. He talks. He has a mouth. Kun fire kun. Like, nigga talks. He must have a mouth. He must have a tongue. He must have an esophagus. Anyways. I digress. Sorry. Forgive me. I'm just using logic, and sometimes my logic comes in and it throws me off the path. Sorry if I offend. Don't mean to offend. But so like clearly he must interrelate with, you know, like creation. Like he must interrelate with it, the universe. No, he doesn't. Because heaven, he was created in Eden, which is in paradise, which is in heaven. All right, cool. Like, this is strange because, like, obviously most, you know, Jews, Christians, anybody from the biblical books will tell you, no, Eden is actually on earth. And yeah, but the earth, the clay, the dust of the earth, Adam was created from the earth. Literally, he's an Adamite. He's from the ground. But only in Islam, I guess, he is in some type of heaven elsewhere, which is just sometimes I'm like, like, no, Kalam, you're wrong. You're only taking one opinion from some, like, bruv, like, all throughout the Bible, yeah, the nigga God interacts with humanity. What are you talking about, fam? How are you gonna tell me? Man's walking in the cool of the day, you know. Man's in clouds and shit. Man's on thrones and stuff. Man's everywhere, bruv. Like, man's Yahweh. Man's talking to Moses, you know, turn, you cannot see my face. You can only see my back. Like, all throughout. In Christianity, God was Jesus, bruv. God was Jesus. Jesus was God incarnate. How you mean he doesn't come to earth, bruv? Like, so what are you talking about? Telling me that the Judaic and Christian don't believe that God is... Nah, come on, man. Come off that, man. Like, that's Islamic law. Like, keep to the Islamic law and just say, in Islam, it doesn't happen. But even in that itself, like, I'm baffled because, like, I read the Quran and it clearly says that Allah does actually... Oh, no, sorry, the Hadiths. I read Hadiths. I read a lot in it. I read a lot. So, like, a lot of stuff that Muslims are trying to get past other people who are ignorant of Islam. I'm thinking to myself, you can only do this with people who are ignorant of Islam, because people who know Islam, even other Muslims, would have to disagree with you as well. Because I'm pretty sure there is a hadith here that says at a particular time, you know, just before morning, the latter half, the third portion of the night, yeah, which is just before morning, Allah comes down to the lowest heaven and asks his slaves or humanity, like, what do you want from me? Like, I'm going to give you something. Like, just ask of it from me and I'll give it to you. I'm paraphrasing right now. So that means Allah leaves his throne, you know, gets up off his nyash, leaves his throne, comes down, you know, to the lowest heaven, which is, you know, what we can see right now, and asks his creation something. So that means he does come into the universe. He doesn't just simply sit on his throne for, you know, eternity. He comes down, he moves. And if he moves, he must be in something that he's moving, right? Like, he must be in a place. In order for there to be movement, there must be a place. And in order for there to be a moved object or something that moves, yeah, it must be in a place, and the place must be bigger than the moved object. Otherwise, there could be no movement. You with me? Like, there can't be no movement. So, for example, I'm in the car, and the car is the place, and the place is bigger than me. Does that make sense? So that means there must be something which is an akbar or kabir, which is much bigger than Allah, which is the place. And then he must now either reduce his, you know, reduce himself in order to come into this universe. Like, clearly he comes into the universe. The hadiths tell you he comes into the universe. So, like, the Quran tells you he comes. I don't get it, innit? Sometimes, I don't get it. That's why I have to ask questions, you know. And I try to ask questions very humbly, like, yeah, so I just want to know this and so forth. I don't want to actually argue with you or debate you. I just want to ask a question so I can understand. And maybe it's me just being a bitch, yeah, and actually exposing people's ignorance. But I don't know if it's exposing people's ignorance or whether I'm just trying to be educated. But to me, these people just seem very ignorant. I don't know. Anyways, what's good, family? What's good? Talk to me. Let me just quickly say something. Yeah, Allah is a myth. Like, Allah, it definitely is a myth. And like, most gods are myths, but only religious people would take that as an offense. If someone asks me, is Osiris or Asar or Ra a myth? And I'll be like, yeah, it definitely is a myth. It's a myth. But like, other people will find offense and say, no, it's not though, fam. Let me go back up and actually get some of your questions. Hopefully, inshallah, I'm actually going to do a show, hopefully around 4 or 5-ish. I'm trying to do a show nice and early with Gabs today, because we've been meaning to do the show, but time has been very political. So hopefully I can do a show a little bit later, okay? I want to do one nice and early, and then maybe we could do a bust off another show, second show in the evening. I don't know. We'll see. Let me quickly go up, read your questions, and then we'll talk together, family. Damn, there's a lot. All right, let me quickly go through it. Yeah, peace to Ezra Adir. What happened to the show on Zachariah? Yeah, the show on Zachariah should be on around 4 or 5 o'clock. Are you a revert? Nope. Kalam. Okay, let's see. Allahu Akbar. Okay, Indonesia in the building was good. Did you see Chef Ty cooking the Muslims? Kalam giving dawah. Ooh, man. Oh, man. That's it. Yeah, man. Come on, man. I see you lot are actually. Oh, okay. All right, cool. I see. Hangouts crew. I see you sending the links in the Hangouts. But allow me, man, because it's popping up. Did Hamza ever answer what measuring stick he was using? No, he didn't. He just gave his reasons why. And I had to try to. From what his answers was, I kind of deduced he was using philosophical arguments. But that's not really the conclusion to Allah. That's the conclusion to the prime mover, or the first cause, which he equates to being Allah. And then he starts to give attributes to Allah, as in wisdom and all these things here, like, which is another something added on extra, which is really, how do we call that? There's actually a name for that, but I can't remember the actual name for it. Well, in that case, Kalam, can you tell us the methodology utilized to reach the conclusion that Kemet is the truth? Okay, another time. I'll give you that one, King. Kalam on Hangouts, I might give some insight on live. I'll send you some videos. All right, cool. Let's get it in. He used his mind. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going through your comments. So if you've got any questions, the easiest way to get my attention is just tag Titans TV. Sarah says, bottom line, when you can't prove a God, shift the burden of proof. Indeed. Woo! Kalam, shalawam. Hot topic. Shalawam to you. Kwam Yasharala. All my Hebrew Israelites. Peace. Point your hands upwards. That's where Allah is. Yep. You know. Our Father, who art in heaven. Like, come on, man. Everybody knows where Allah is. I mean, God is. Allah is a figment of a man's imagination, just like Yahweh, Jehovah, Jesus, etc. No offense. That's from Mr. Lee. He's not there because he just isn't. There is no methodology. It's a matter of reasoning and logic, which is subjective. Answer put Shabir in a body bag. I need to see this debate, you know. Shabir was doing the Muslim shuffle. Our creator is a spirit energy, otherwise known as nature. Answer made Shabir shuffle. And I was on the throne because Hotep. Namaste to my brother Farhan. What do you think of Europeans claiming the ancient Egyptians were not black? They done a DNA study of 151 mummies which found out they had European and Near East. What do you think of Europeans claiming the ancient? Bruv, like, Eurocentrism is rife, you know, rife, very rife, very, very rife. They will always try to do something like that. Al-Burak said, burn the Quran. Kalam is onto the Muslims. Lies above the 7 heavens. There is your answer, Kalam. I know my aunt. Is he always above the 7 heavens? That's the question, though. Is he always above the 7 heavens? And where was he before he created 7 heavens? Allah is everywhere. Oh, okay, so Muhammad Noor said, Allah is everywhere. Stop spreading lies and arrogance by saying Allah isn't everywhere, because if God weren't to be everywhere, then he would not do everything or see everything. I like you, Muhammad Noor. That's very good. Like, your logic is very rational. Unfortunately, your Muslim brothers would have actually decapitated your head for calling you an apostate, because it's heresy. I think there was the Jain, J-A-I-N argumentation that says the same thing, because they utilize certain verses in the Quran that basically says, you know, Allah is, you know, so high up, but yet he's so close to you like your jugular vein. And another one where it kind of alludes that Allah is God in heaven, God on earth, and he's basically everywhere, basically. And that argumentation was a heresy, basically, back in the day, which could have got your head chopped off, to say that Allah is everywhere. So I hear you, my brother. But unfortunately, the rest of your Sunni Muslims would not agree with you by you saying Allah is everywhere. I'm just trying to help you. Because you might just say that at the wrong place, and it might just be Allahu Akbar and off with your heads. Why does Allah need a throne? The Quran is a plagiarized version of the Bible and the Torah. The learning of Islam, he's exposing how it sounds. Have respect. Don't call our God nigger. Okay, I hear you. I apologize for calling your God nigger. I apologize. You know, I apologize. That is wrong of me. But the nigga's cool though. Nigga's cool with me. Like, me and God were nice, so I'm gonna use the term God now, because you shouldn't have an apology. You shouldn't have a thing with the term God. But my nigga God, he's cool with me, man. He likes me. I'm his best friend. I'm his son. Here's the best one, family. Shaitan invented wine, but Islamic heaven has rivers of Satan's wine. No, I like Shaitan. You know what funny, no? I like creating this episode. Kalam is using the word nigga. A veneration of the dead. Islam. King is soaking his slippers. That's rich coming from a Christian that believes the Bible inspired by God, but if it weren't written by him but Jesus. Okay, cool. They thought that they escaped from the intellectual beatdown when Sarah left the park, and then another titan named Ansir showed up and Muslim shuffle was in full effect. Damn, son. All religious people do is repeat nonsense. They don't actually critique. Think. No problem. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Kalam Tabari in his preface says he collects every single narration he could find, regardless if it's authentic, weak, fabrication, etc. Tabari is not a reference for Muslims. Okay, find me this quote. Muslims always bring up this quote here, yeah? I always say this, but show me, because I've got a collection of Tabari and I've never seen that anywhere in his collection. Anywhere at all. And he will tell you where it is weak and where it is actually sahih, or very trusted, or very so forth and so forth. But yeah, show me where that quote is, because Muslims always bring that up. Like, yeah, it says it there, but I've never seen it. I told you, brother, I'm a guy who likes source that for me, G. Kemet should have published their own pamphlets and passed it out at the masjids in response to the Muslims. You know, it's true. It's true. Kemet, what's good with you, family? Like, what's good? You Kemetic people, you know, we have a very prime moment right now. The time is right for all of us to start getting together, you know, having some form of a think tank and actually publishing works and actually making movements and putting plans in actions. I don't know what's wrong with Kemet people, you know, family. Sometimes I wonder, you know, are we all talk? Kemet, are we all talk? Or do we actually want to mobilize and actualize? Because I'm down for the mobilizing and actualizing, you know. I'm down for it, family. Just let me know when you're ready to link up. How can you be a follower of Kemet if there is no Kemet? Okay. Semitic languages are Afro-Asiatic languages. How do Afro-Asiatics look? Like the Arabs, not like Jewish. Let's see. Watching. Okay, Kemetics don't need to publish nothing. People need to read and research. Also, just try and learn. Open up the mind. Also, look before what was before Kemet. Indeed, very true, very true. But I think for us in this generation, we should actually publish. Like, the only person I know who's doing some great publishing works over here in the UK is Robin Walker. Like, we need to start publishing. Like, where's the intellectuals at? We start publishing some stuff too, you know. I was just out with my family, and 3 guys approached me about Speaker's Corner. They are watching and critiquing. Critical thoughts is becoming a thing. Damn right. I love that. See, I'm not even trying to stay on here for long. I'm trying to get to the end of this so we can actually have some good conversation. The problem is in Speaker's Corner, Muslims are scared to say they don't know. It's a trait of having an ego. Oof, thank you. That's from another Muslim brother. The Bible is perfect. Thinkers, people. Kalam, you thought this is the lowest heaven? Ask any Muslim scholar what is the lowest heaven, and they'll tell you it is this. It is this right now, where you can see the stars, the moon, the sun, etc. Ask them. Ask them if you think I'm lying, G. Unfortunately, it seems as though that Kalam reads more about, knows more Islamic literature than most Muslims know Islamic literature. You know? They're surprised. So, Kalam, you saying you've read Tabari? Yes. Kalam, you're saying you've read Bukhari? Yes. Kalam, you're saying you've read Muslim? Yes. Kalam, you're saying you've read the Sirr literature? Yes. Kalam, you're saying you've read the Maghazi literature? Yes. Like, yeah. Like, I read, innit? Like, that's what I do. I read, G. Come on. Kalam, did you really think if Allah is a myth, then positive, negative? I would say it's a myth, but real energies. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Let's up. Okay. Jeez. I got an important call coming true, you know. A very important call coming true. Damn, son. Jeez. Young King Cali. Oh man, I want to see Ty and let's see. Okay. There's so much, you know. I'm trying to get through this real quickly. I apologize. Let me just go all the way down, yeah. And if there's any new questions or comments, then I'll get it in with you guys. See, I'm gonna have an important telephone interview, you know. Woo! Thanks for donating, man. Again, if you would like to donate and keep this going, like, you know, there should be a super chat button down below. Hit the super chat button and donate, man. It's all love, man. Thank you, Hannibal Bakongo. Link up and take back the stolen artifacts. I think this is Thailand kingship. Muhammad. Let's see. Okay. Like, you got so much. You got so much. Alright, cool. So I am, you know, to the end. You got that's right at the end. Okay, cool. So I'm right at the end now. So I'm gonna stay in like another 2 minutes, like last 2 minutes, just rounding up. So if you got any quick questions or comments, just tag Titans TV. Just literally, right? Titans TV. Make a comment, like. So let's see here. We have. Do you think blacks can build a civilization superior or similar? Yeah. Why not? Why not? Do Kemets practice magic? Do Kemets practice magic? Depending upon your definition of magic, I would say yes, and I would say no. So it all depends on your definition. Okay. Big black. Just comment. Let's see. Mega True Talk Permanent Hana. His hand is available for the Zachariah video. Yeah. So you want to join in? You want to jump in? Kalima Hack. Let me know if you want to jump in to this video with Zachariah later on. Let me know and I'll get you in still. Yeah. Yes, we can. You need to walk forward, not backwards. All right. So yeah. Again, we have like so many people here, man. We had like at least 80 something people on, like, and I'm only seeing like 20 likes. Family, man, hit up the like button, man. Let me know that you're loving what we're doing out here, G. Let me know. All right, inshallah. I'll see you later then. I don't even know. Do I have you? I'll find a way to drop it to you anyway. Kemet is going strong in the States. Trust me. One more question. How do you pray? Okay. Because you're Muslim, I'll say it like this. You see your prayer, you see how you pray? Kemetics, and those, especially those who are part of a particular tradition, pray very much similar to that, depending upon what level or degree they're on. So, let me say this. You see when you say Allahu Akbar, Kemetics pray like that as one of their positions, and you know when you do sajud, Kemetics pray like that as well. And we do several ruku or rakats like that as well. And then if you are into a temple, you do something very similar to the full Muslim prayer with more positions than that. So that is it. If I'm going to do a correlation between Islam and Kemet, obviously Kemet predates Islam, and therefore, like, you know, those positions we could see on the wall, you know, 3,000 years prior to any Muhammad or anything like that. But, you know, it's very much similar. And we also have times when we actually go in and pray as well. So for example, you know, you don't do Fajr prayer. We do something called a sunrise prayer. And we do a midday prayer, or when the sun is at the zenith. And then we also do when the sun is about to set. And then we also do an Isha prayer as well. And those prayers are to the specific, how can I say? The specific, nah, I'm never going to go into any detail because that would lose a lot of people. So yeah, that's how we pray. Time TV, you're a knowledgeable Christian and humble man. That isn't the rest of Christians when it comes to a debate. They just throw lies and accusations of Allah's messenger. Okay, magic could be the use of energetic forces. Maybe cell phones are magic. A black man named Harry T. Spencer created a cell phone. Yeah, so there you go. So in that sense of magic, yes, definitely. Let's see. Okay. Can I even copy your email address? I can't even copy it, you know. But don't worry, I'll find you in the chat somewhere and I'll add you in Kalim al-Haq. Do a Kemet prayer video with all the actions and sayings. For what purpose? For what purpose? For what purpose? I'll do one for the Kemetics. But otherwise, for what purpose? Time TV, why do you think Kemets taught Muslims about Shahada, and doesn't that make them Muslims as well? Okay, let me get this one. Why do you think Kemets taught Muslims about Shahada, and doesn't that make them Muslims as well? No, Kemetics aren't Muslims. So, to give you a big breakdown, I would give it to you, but have I done any videos on this before? I don't know if I have. But if you go and search out the term Hanifi or Hanifiya, and the first person who introduced, this particular way of life called the Hanif, or the Hanifa way of life, that predated the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and predated Ibrahim, peace be upon them as well. And you see where they got that information from, and how they were taught on certain principles. You know, for us, we know the story as the Ra and Isis story. Trying to find out the name of God, basically. The Ra and Isis story, name of God, and we do the whole negation. Okay, is this the name of God? No. Is this the name of God? No. Is that the name of God? No. Is it the name of God? Yeah, but that's only a portion of his name. You know, anyways, like for those of us in the Kemetic school, we understand that. I hope you know what I'm talking about. You understand that. Then also, if you go and check out into the Ethiopian Christians as well, who followed a particular sage known as Enoch as well, they followed those same stories and same format of coming to the conclusion and acknowledgement of God, and it's always to bear witness. Shahada literally means to bear witness or testify, or to observe something within inside of nature, to come down to the deduction and conclusion of there is a God, and we first must define what God is and how it comes to the conclusion that this is definitely that we're talking about. So something like that. It sprung from the Hanifi community, which technically is a Kemetic community, Ethiopian/Kemetic community, that brought this knowledge to the rest of humanity, especially to the Prophet Muhammad. Of course, he was educated by the Hanifi. If you know anything about the Sirah literature about the Prophet Muhammad, there was 4 individuals that broke away from the religion of their people. Those 4 individuals was Warqa ibn Naful, the very first person to announce to the Prophet Muhammad that he is a prophet himself. And that's one person. Then there is other people like Amir. Then there is other people like Zayd. Then there's other people like Ubaydullah. Is it Ubaydullah? Ubaydullah and so forth. These were the Hanifi people that was there. And then obviously his grandfather as well, Abdul Muttalib as well, was a Hanifi as well. So there's all these different Hanifi people that was there to educate the Prophet Muhammad and teach him certain things like Shahada, or be able to observe nature to come to the conclusion, deduction that there is a divinity or an eternal thing that caused these things to come into existence. So to go into all of that right now is long because I've got to go. But one day I will. Sylvia Brosco, peace to you. I don't know if you are a female, but love, sis, love. If you're a man, peace, king. Let me just quickly get to the end of it because I need to go. Hands already did the end. Who needed to do the research? So people to pray, so people can see how the people pray, and so people can pray. Yeah, I think I will do something like that. Okay, so I know you're asking about this prayer stuff. I will show you the images on the papyruses and on the walls of how they used to pray, and the words that accompanied it as well, and other things. But the fullness of prayer, is something that can't just be taught, because it's not just simply doing actions and saying words. There's a whole mindset to it as well, which is going to be very difficult to try to teach people, because you have to technically be initiated in order to learn these things. But anyways, Islam is the first religion and the oldest because Adam okay. Beware of the black magic man. Can we see okay, cool. Yeah, so that's it, man. That's it. I haven't got much time left. I'm jumping out into the rain. Ooh, family time, you know. Family time. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Muslims say Jesus did not die, but Allah took him to heaven. Would you love to see Kemetic prayer video coming soon? Okay, Kemetic prayer video is coming soon. Don't worry about that, man. When I have understanding. Peace, family, peace. Yeah. So again. Let me quickly say, because I'm getting wet now. Tonight, not even tonight. Hopefully, next few hours, roughly around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Me and Gabs are gonna do a video. On the Zachariah thing, and I might even link up with Zachariah beforehand. I might do a quick little live stream with Zachariah, so if you lot got any questions for him, we can see what's good. All right. But yeah, family, I'm gonna go now, so I look forward to seeing you guys in the next couple of hours still. Yeah, next couple of hours. Peace, love, and more love.